checked it.
You got the keychain?
Yeah, dude, that shit's fun. Hey,
What up?
what up, gentlemen? Welcome to News Across the Galaxy, the midweek show.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's it, bro? That's all you got?
Well, I'm hearing like some weird ass playback. I don't know. Anyway, we got Chewy in here. We got Eddie. We got
Hey.
Spenny.
Are you watching the video, Brian?
Dude, is that it, Brian?
I
Are
think
you
I
like...
am. I
I
forgot to
hear
put it on mute.
voices in my head. They talk to me. Well, Brian
Whatever,
is.
guys.
I heard it. And now, while Brian is doing that, if you guys can all do us a favor and hit the like button for us, or share it so other G fans can see it. Because I think we might be the last podcast that's going to talk about LAFC, much to Spenny's delight.
All right, well then go for it. Hold on, go for it.
Hold on or go for it. You got to be more clear, man.
Go for it.
All right, cool. So we had a couple different experiences. I'm sure a lot of you watched it at home. Somebody went to the stadium, and some of us went to the viewing party. I think the the stadium experience is going to take a little longer, but so me and Chewy are going to start it off. Me and Chewy were at the viewing party at the Digs. It was the first time at the Legends Plaza, and right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you that shit was dope.
Yeah, definitely. Dope.
Yeah, and then I mean, they said they built it for that, and believe me, they did. Dude, that screen is bright as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
You can see it. It's like very clear. But then I looked away or looked down on my phone, and I saw like blue spots like every time. Like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I think there's only a small issue that I have with the spot, but not really. I don't really care, but I saw the issue, and I'm sure they're gonna correct it at some point. Restroom access. So
Oh yeah.
the fact that you have to go into the stadium is it's not gonna. Next year they have to address that. Porta potties in the parking lot, something, but yeah, that is gonna be it's an issue.
I mean, that has to like has to force them to get more employees to work too.
Mm-hmm.
Y luego, man, si te estás cagando and have to go up those stairs, nah, valiste.
En serio. I mean, it was kind of cool because at least I took a quick picture of the no field dirt. So
yeah,
it looked like they were playing around in 4-wheelers in there.
Yeah. So I saw that it's already ripped out. It was like the sand only, and yeah, there's like a bunch of like Tonka trucks and shit in there.
So. That looks fun.
Yeah,
that
did look fun.
So how many people do you think ended up showing up to the watch party?
Like 300 maybe?
Yeah, I want to say there was between 300 to 400, man. It was a lot.
Oh, that is dope. If anybody in the chat if anybody in the chat was there, please feel free to chime in and let us know how it went for you guys.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I actually have another complaint. The beer, of course, it was dope that it was 5 for regular and 8 for the michelada. But I'll tell you right now, that michelada, that tastes like shit. It wasn't like the inside. Yeah, like they had like the cups already like preset with like the correct amount of clamato or whatever, and then just add the beer and ugh, that was nasty.
That doesn't even sound. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. You gotta throw extra stuff in there.
You said it, Brian. Obviously, the food choices are the same as always. Like I think it's like when you go to a G2 game. Prices
they had a little bit more. Well, they had one more truck this time, so it's kind of cool. Not a lot of people saw it. It was kind of in the back. But it was food choices were good. They gave free ice cream. That was kind of cool.
Oh yeah, free ice cream. That was, you know what? That's all good. I forgive him for the micheladas, dude. Free ice cream, and it wasn't like Boli's. It was like bunch of choices. They had like real ice cream, like the drumstick, you know, that your parents wouldn't buy you because it was
Ooh, the good kind.
because it was $1.25 and not $1.
You made
Oh,
me
I
sad right
good.
know
now.
they literally had a sign right in front of the truck that said, "Yes, it's really free. Just go
Yeah.
to the counter and they'll give you a free ice cream." I was like, "Shit, nice."
shout
Oh,
out to
that was
that.
dope.
Shout out to that sponsor because it was you know they were it wasn't an ice cream company obviously it was some sponsor.
That was Kinecta.
And, oh, that one. Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. See, good job, Chewy. It worked. I don't fucking remember it. Just, I saw ice cream. I was like, LA Native has a complaint. He says there was too many levels at the viewing party. There
Was
was,
there?
There,
there
yeah, I
was.
saw 3 for sure.
I saw like 3 or 4 as well. But there were, of course,
Escorted out.
uh, two. Yeah, Spenny. What Spenny hates. They weren't escorted out. They watched the game. They were
No,
with.
they took the lady out. Spenny
When there was
stopped
an.
turning, or I don't know.
Ooh, conspiracy. She was mad. There was a lady wearing all black, and you know what? She looked just like the lady that took a shit. And it's the same lady that got caught on video saying, "Go get." I mean, AFC. It's the same person.
Fucking shit taker.
That's hilarious.
Oh man. Well, talking about the shit taker. You guys were at the stadium.
Yeah, I was. Actually, I was there to pretty early to tailgate.
Oh yes.
I went with a couple friends that were LAFC fans, and they actually took me into the black hole, as some would say. Very interesting experience.
I heard you were hiding the fact that you were Galaxy related, though.
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
had all my colors on. I had the hat with my pins. I wasn't allowed to wear a jersey in that section. though.
Mentiras.
I wasn't allowed to wear a jersey, so I
I
didn't have
heard
to
that
button
you
up my
took your
shit.
hat
But I
off,
did.
that you had a button up, all the way button up.
Mentiras.
I had my hat on. I didn't. I wasn't allowed to show my jersey though,
So sad.
which is one thing. There was other Galaxy fans that were hanging out with me right there in the same. I'm not gonna name them, but they also had to cover this stuff up, or it could have got a little coolery, as some people would say.
Or they would have lost
But-
their cool.
They would have nice. So yeah, they're whack as usual. But I had fun just looking at all the shit that they do before the game. They're not as fun as our tailgates, but I mean, I was up in there. What else could I wasn't gonna complain and say shit and then get fucking, I don't know.
You shut up.
Little
What was I gonna
bitch.
say? Viva Galaxy? Hell nah. I'm smart about that shit. I'm not gonna fucking get in there and fucking LA Galaxy bitches and start running. Nah, come on. I wanted to actually watch the game, so I was there in the tailgate, and I mean, I got pretty much drunk, and
Typical.
that's all I remember so far.
Well, I was sent on Snapchat. Somebody sent me a picture, which made me laugh and made me actually really happy about their tailgate. They had a piñata style cooler painted blue, and with the 5 trophies. And I'm like, look at them. They understand.
They
They understand the
recognize.
5 trophies. They understand those 5. And then the cooler, man. They were hitting a cooler. I'm like, hell yeah. It's in their heads.
We're immortalized, guys.
Yep. It's not gonna go
That
away.
is tight.
Dude,
That is tight.
and it's funny because we talked about this in the Megapod, the whole the 2 cultures thing, and that just speaks volumes, dude. Because that was a very negative thing. Like, I mean, nothing happened. Of course, we're over it, but it's like they like celebrate it, they make fun of it, and that was a very bad look for their club, and they still to do something like that is like, bro, you're coming over here saying that we're shit and we do this and we do that, and you're still celebrating something like that, like, bro.
Celebrating the fact that you're dicks.
Yeah, exactly.
Putting up a cooler. I mean, at least they know that we have 5 trophies. That's That's very important
I'm
because.
surprised they can count that high.
They're probably
Wait, I mean,
ex Galaxy fans that did that. That's why.
yeah. And I think it was that girl that came out on the interview. She's like, "Oh, they do have 5 trophies." That's probably her.
That's funny. Spenny, you got any experience that you went there? How'd you get there? Because I assume you weren't with Brian. I didn't see you in any of his.
He
stories.
was not till the end.
Like he
Well,
could speak. He's here. He actually made
Go
it
for
to
it,
the
Spenny.
movie show. Let him talk.
He did.
I started in downtown. I went to Urban's. I was there with Julio and Angel, Rudy, and their little crews. It was fun. Had a couple of drinks. I got there, and it was like last call, like 2 minutes later.
We call for the
Because the
bus.
bus was leaving. Nah, but I stayed. I finished the drink I had, and then I still ordered another one, and then we walked over there. It was towards the back where the theater's at,
Yeah.
and they were still giving out tickets. Like they were still going through the list, and then we just took off. It wasn't that bad.
Wait, you ended up getting on a bus, or
Yeah, I got on the bus.
so how long did you wait inside? 'Cause I heard that was like one of the biggest complaints that everyone's like fucking melting in the stadium.
No, not at all. I got inside. I went to McDonald's to use the restroom because they were waiting for us to allow us in. And then only people with wristbands that were going to be in that section in 219, only they were able to go in early, and they held us till 6 o'clock outside.
Damn.
And then even that, after that, they still weren't letting people in the area. But you know me. You know me. After like 5 minutes, I was already in the supporter section. And then like 20 minutes later, I got a wristband. I found Brian, I think, like 10 minutes before the game started? Or was it at halftime?
Yeah, heading to the restroom.
Yeah, you were outside waiting for somebody, and then you saw me, and you totally forgot who you were waiting for.
I was waiting for my ticket. I was waiting for my ticket.
And then we went
That's what
up,
was
and
happening.
Brian couldn't go down no more because he didn't have a wristband. I lent him my ticket that I got from the bus, and then we just got beers before the game, and then at halftime.
Nice. And dude, that shit. I mean, not gonna lie. I was watching the snaps and everything. You guys got to go in early. That shit just looked like so much fun. I was totally hating.
I had fun, bro. I barely even snapped. I was just, there was so many good people there. We were all just having fun.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
called.
that fucking section up there was fucking lit, bro.
We
It
were
was super
lit,
dope.
They're called not LAFC fans. That's what they are.
Nah, but even on the bus, I don't know. It was different. It was way different. It was like back in the day when we would go to games like 15 deep. Like it was just, I don't know. I felt like we took over that little section.
Nice. Doesn't seem like there was many issues this time. I didn't see whoever's phone was at muted. Didn't hear any stories. Had no video surfaced, and apparently they had like 800 cops or some shit this time. And then plus Galaxy took some of their own security, so I guess
You know what? I do remember that. I do remember there was heavy security on every entrance of every to every section. I've seen a lot of security, which was pretty dope considering how shit escalates every time we play them. So I thought that was a pretty good. It's about time they fucking did something in that stadium.
apparently LA Native was next to the shit taker.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
She didn't even wipe. Fucking nasty ass sucia.
Oh my god, dude.
She wiped with her mind, Brian. She wiped with her mind.
That's what it was.
So you seem just like the cooler. I just want to touch on that because people keep bringing up the sucia. LAFC fans are trying to claim that it was staged by us. Like,
How?
yeah. That sounds like something we totally do, or something we can get a Galaxy fan to do.
Throw on a black and gold jersey, go up there, take a shit, not wipe, moon, and then fucking walk down like nothing happened. Yeah, that sounds like a total Galaxy thing to do.
Oh my god, the fucking snake.
Hey, but LAFC did good in that aspect as far as security because I was thinking about it right now, and we got shit talked to right from the exit on the freeway. Those people parking because there's free parking over there. Some food came up to the buses and stuff too. Like it could have been bad.
Well, they learned. That's good. I mean, That's a good thing. I mean, it's a fucking smaller stadium. They should just take. You should learn from it. They should take an example from us.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, fuck them. All right, let's get to the
Yeah,
game.
fuck them.
Let's get to the game. Yo, so the lineup, there was no surprises, right? I guess the only question we had whether it was gonna be who was gonna be next to Jonah, and it was the Jet, and I don't think anybody was surprised. I had said Corona, but still not surprised. But right off the jump, my boys came to play.
They did. Beautiful, beautiful first half. To be honest, I think it was in the first minute where we scored. Maybe first or 2 minutes.
Yeah, one and change. So second minute.
Yeah, 146.
Oh, nobody. All right, cool. So that's one of the. This is one of the. I know Shelvick didn't have the best game, and this is one of the reasons why he's our best our best option at left back. That run he made to do the pared with them, nobody else is going to be there. Polenta can't make those runs, or he stays wide because he's not quick enough to, make a diagonal run and get back to position. And yeah, Shelvick was part of that play with Pavon, and then Pavon did the rest of the magic. We're split two, and whew, what a ball!
Yeah, that was a beautiful one too. Pavon makes it look so easy to split defenders like that. On that particular play, you could see the megastar quality that he has in his league. Like, he is not going to stay here for long. But I'm so happy that we have him for this season, and in particular this match. He gave Zlatan a beautiful assist, and what a way to start off the fucking El Tráfico.
Hey, don't call it that, bro. Bradley doesn't like that.
Oh, you mean El Tráfico?
Big game, Bob. Big game, Bob.
Gives a fuck. That's a secret weapon over there at LAFC, huh?
Yo, that's our best player.
Bradley.
Big game, Bob.
Never thought I would like that guy again until now.
That's too funny. What I was gonna say. Thanks, Benny. Threw me off. Think about one. Oh yeah. It's been mentioned in another podcast, and kind of didn't dawn on me till they said it. Anybody else get that Keane Donovan feeling?
No.
Not at all.
No.
No.
You know what I told you? You know what I told you? What I pointed out in DC when they were playing DC is that Pavon is playing how you're supposed to play football. He's making the cuts where you need to make the cuts. He's making his runs towards where you need to make the cuts. If that was Antuna that would have got the ball, or Fabio, they would have opened up that ball wide instead of driving down the middle and forcing Zlatan to make that cut. Pavon is taking the lanes that he's supposed to when he has the ball. You're supposed to attack the defense straight down the middle if you have the lane. Force the cuts and you open lanes. But Fabio, Alvarez, and even the younger Alvarez, they're too scared to cut in the middle with the ball and get in Zlatan's way. That's something that Pavon's bringing that nobody has done on the Galaxy while playing with Zlatan. He's forcing Zlatan to play football. He's not just trying to go wide and launch the ball and let him get it. He's forcing him to make cuts. He's taking up the proper space and making Zlatan. I mean, that's a soccer play. I mean, that's what it is. It's a simple play.
Well, he drove down the middle. I don't think it's that the other players don't want to take that lane. I don't think they have the skill for it.
No, they don't want to because they're gonna get in Zlatan's way. Alvarez
think they have the skill for it. See, Zlatan recognizes that Pavon has that skill, and he's going to give it to him once he makes that cut. That's why Pavon's able to make those strides better.
No. I think to Spenny's point is Pavon is a straight footballer. So, yeah, Zlatan yells at these other players and stuff, and maybe he does, shake them up and scare them. But Pavon knows how to play this game. He knows what Zlatan wants. He's gonna, if he cut, he's gonna make the right cut and play to Zlatan. Or an example, going a little bit ahead, is he did another cut and Zlatan was wide open, but he had the balls to shoot. And that's something a footballer does, and nobody in our team before he came was willing to do.
If you go back and look at that play, Pavon already had the ball wide, and he was completely open. Yep. He could have driven down the wing, overlap with Shelvick, but instead he wanted the 1-2 towards the middle.
Yep.
Nobody in our midfield is attacking the center of the field like that. We have a number 10 that doesn't drive towards goal. Fabio has never ran at the defense like that. He gets out of the way so we can put a ball into Zlatan. Ever since Pavons came in, every game that he's played in where Zlatan has scored through a soccer play, not just a header. Something that we've been pointing out from early in the season. You know, he's been scoring not penalties, not just headers, but he's been scoring in field, like in play goals, which we hardly seen in the entire season for anybody on the team. And it's all coming from that side. He's making Shelvik relevant on offense. Remember, last week against Seattle, it was Pavon to Shelvik, and Shelvik crossing it, you know, laying it off for Zlatan.
True.
And now again, he got a tap-in pretty much. That's a tap-in for Zlatan. On the left foot, didn't even look up. First pole.
Bang.
You could do that every game if you have somebody that's going to attack the ball like that and keep your two center defenders just stuck on Zlatan. You made the supposedly the best defender in the league right now stand still and ball watch while Zlatan scored in the first 2 minutes in his house.
Fuck Walker Zimmerman.
Well, that's the consensus right now around the league, right?
Nah.
Nah?
Nah.
I mean, I disagree.
I mean, I'll take fucking Polenta any day over Zimmerman.
Nope.
I disagree, but you know, that's the consensus around the league, man.
You could keep Zimmerman spending. Well, dude, I don't know. I'm sure where you guys were at, we fucking exploded, dude. But right there at the viewing party, I think that's when I realized how many people there were. That shit got crazy. That shit got loud.
I remember not being able to hear.
I can tell you about my reaction, but you can go back and watch the game and see my reaction. Cause
I remember not
right
being able to
away.
hear. It was loud.
That was crazy,
it was
bro.
loud when we fucking scored, so I couldn't even hear. I was just like, yeah.
But when the only that's one thing that kind of sucked too. I would have liked to hear the reaction, although maybe I wouldn't have been able to hear it. But I don't know if you remember this, Chewy. Every time the Galaxy scored, they lowered the volume and the DJ would take over.
Yeah.
So he would like play White Stripes, you know, like they do at the stadium, and then they do the same call where they say the player's name and everyone says the last name.
Yeah,
So
they always do that. Even the last year, they do the same thing.
Yeah, so we weren't able to hear like
how loud it would get or anything.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys can tell us if you want.
No, yeah, the stadium. Well, from what I remember, that first goal, dude, our section erupted, and not just our section. There's a lot of G fans spread out throughout the whole stadium, and you know everybody was. It was pretty loud, dude. I'm kind of glad that our fans showed up. I didn't think that many were going to go to this game, to be honest, except for the people that already had seats with the supporter sections. But a lot of people showed up, and it was dope. I was pretty deaf, to be honest. It was loud. It was dope. I liked it. I want to go again in playoffs.
You know what this game I like the most? Like I mentioned how the way it felt like before too, maybe like 2012, 2013, 2014. It didn't matter who was on the other side. You just felt like we weren't going to lose. You know what I mean? It was that feeling for this game. I don't know why, but that's the feeling I had. It was more like we're going to go just watch this game instead of, damn, we might lose this game or this is a rivalry, whatever you want to call it. Like, just being around the people I was with, that's what it felt like. None of us, I don't think, had a doubt about it. None of us were stressing about it. We were just, before the game started, we were just kind of within ourselves. We weren't even really talking shit to the sections around us. Mostly the people that were like by the stairs maybe, or by the bleachers, that they were talking shit to people coming into the stadium, but like we weren't even worried about them, you know. That's something that we hadn't done in a while, especially in the away game. Because some of the away games that we go to, you know, we're talking shit to the other people, but this one, they didn't even matter. That's what it seemed like to me. Like they didn't even matter. It was just us being at the game, expecting a win. I expected a win. I expected a result.
Hell yeah.
I'm more disappointed in the time.
And then right after that first goal, the second goal came. I mean, we got scored on right after that first goal, but
the bitch, whatever.
Yeah, that was fucking weak. But I mean, right after that goal, we scored again. Like it was, man, it was hell yeah.
Well, before that, before that, you got to give credit. Before they tied on us, Bingham got a big save on Vela.
Oh, you're right.
Vela's
Right.
favorite spot, point blank. Fucking Bingham
And
doing
he's trying to
Bingham.
bend it.
Yep, doing Bingham things, and then of course the tie. I'll put a lot of that on Bingham. I don't know. I think he was really out of position.
All right, look. Can we do this? Can we look at this game for what it is? Let's forget for a minute that it's LAFC. Let's really look at the competition that they got put against.
Okay.
You had to be a fool to think that that game was not going to get tied and that we didn't need more goals. You know, they lead the league in goal differential for a reason. You know, they're in first place for a reason. They maintain possession and they attack all game long. For us to score first, you would want to get scored as early as possible if you're going to get a goal, right?
Right.
That scenario was good for them. But if we really start looking at the game, the best part about it for me, I think, in the first half was that we were making them play out of character again. They were making unnecessary runs. They were holding possession in the side of the field that wasn't going to get to Bella. They weren't exposing their one-on-ones. They were turning over the ball very easily because they were out of game plan. You can tell.
Yep.
You know, so that's what I liked about the first half. I wasn't surprised when they scored. I thought it took a little bit longer, honestly, than I thought it would, just because of the games in the past. In the last game, they scored first, and then we came back and hit the post, and then scored like 3 minutes later.
Yeah.
No difference.
See, but I'm not. This is
real quick.
The way we got scored on is why I'm mad.
Yeah, before we get away from that goal they scored on us, is because I saw a question that's going to relate to this. Bader was offside. I'll tell you right now, Bader was offside.
I haven't seen it back. It looked like he was offside, but that whole goal was Shelvick's fault, man. If he was onside, he kept them onside. Because I know for a fact when Rossi put the ball back in, it was Shelvick that was not tracking back to the first pole, right, because legit was crossing over. And one thing that I liked before is that whoever's in the first pole, GBS has them drift towards the middle of the goal to cover Bingham's back.
Right.
So Shelvick's responsibility has to be that first pole after the cross. He didn't cover either the run or the first pole.
So nothing on Bingham on that one for you?
I think he got a hand on that goal, didn't he?
He did. That's a tough one because
he got a hand on that.
Felcher gave you a half-ass jump, didn't even challenge the ball. Just I don't want to say reckless, but a pointless jump. Instead of going at Rossi or actually making an attempt at the ball, he kind of just half-assed it. And Bingham, I mean, that was a driven ball. That was going straight in. Yep. If not, it would have hit the post. He had to come cross-body just to put a hand on it. I wish he would have tapped it up, but I'm not a goalie, man.
That's very Bingham-esque. That's my complaint too. If you're gonna come out there, you gotta make a strong save. That save was not exactly a strong save, and I think he was out of position. But I guess, no, it's. I guess we're gonna agree to disagree because none of us are a keeper really, and I guess we're all gonna see it one way. But it didn't take long. It's all good. Zlatan's got his back.
Mm-hmm.
What a fucking ball by Fabio, dude. I don't even think he takes a touch. He knows where Zlatan is quick.
Yeah, he kind of just glides it to him. Like it's just like a little beautiful little marshmallow loft. Like, here you go.
Marshmallow
right to
loft.
him.
I like that.
Yeah,
I think the tip made that ball happen.
Like slowed it down?
Yeah, because I think it would have came a little at a weird angle where Miller would have been able to make a play on it. That touch brought the ball down to where Zlatan just touched it on his foot.
Good thing it was the best defender in the league that touched it.
Because I'm glad they didn't call that foul because it was a goal kick from us.
Yeah, the challenge.
And I think it was Pavon that headers it. And then Jonah gets into the body of Blessing, and I thought that was going to be a foul, especially because of what's been going on with Blessing.
Yeah.
But nah, man. I think that ball would have either been behind him or he would have got a defender there if it wasn't for that flick. Great finish, though. Another
my God.
another like infield play instead of just launching it for his head.
That's
Yeah,
great.
So yeah,
it was
I
beautiful.
know
Beautiful.
that was one of the a little bit more controversial plays because technically I believe Zlatan is offsides, but the defender played the ball, touched the ball,
He's
kept it.
not. He's not. It looks like that because of how far he is from the actual touch. So he's like maybe
Well, no, I'm not saying.
15 yards
I'm
away.
saying when he actually does the pass, um, you could see on the replay that Zlatan's leaning forward, and who the hell's the defender is kind of standing still up. So it looks like it could be offsides, but he kept it. He kept it good. So congrats.
Now you're talking about the guy that headed it. You think that he kept them? The offside was with him?
No, the offside. He kept the offsides. I mean, he kept the ball playable only because he hit the
No,
ball.
no, it
Nah.
was Harvey or their left back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He
whoever
kept
whoever
Zlatan onside.
whoever tapped
No,
the
but he
ball
kept
in
that.
his head.
No, no, no. See, that's what I'm saying. The guy that tapped the ball in his head, he was next to Zlatan.
Yeah.
The person that kept Zlatan on side was the left wing
Yep. Yep. That's
because
why
he was
the
trailing back.
that's why the timing of the pass was so important too.
And then Zimmerman, he stops to try to header it out. So that's why he looks so offside because just at that point, nobody was even near him.
Best defender in the league.
Best defender in the league.
The ball does come from like midfield, maybe 5 yards off of midfield, right outside the 18-yard box.
It was beautiful.
So you're talking about what, a 35-yard pass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, in soccer, if you're 2 steps behind somebody, that's enough space to do anything you want. Let alone when somebody jumps and flicks the ball further for you. You know, you're one-on-one with the keeper. You're on no man's land as far as goalie's concerned.
Oh my God, dude! I bet you fucking Tyler Miller had that big green moment. He saw fucking Zlatan running at him like a fucking
Like a ninja.
fucking, yeah, or something.
I thought he was gonna chip him.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I
I did
jumped.
too.
I jumped before he took a one-on-one. I thought he was gonna flick him on that first touch because it was a bounce. And then when he did him like that, oh man,
The
my face got
disrespect.
ugly. You know.
Oh, then Zlatan again with that celebration. Oh, we didn't mention the first one when he did the Rapino.
He did the Zlatan, my boy.
Nah, he did the Rapino. He did the Zlatan in the second one. He blew a kiss to him.
Hey, but what did I tell you guys? I can't wait to get that picture. Zlatan scoring with his hands up in front of 32-52.
32 shitty
Oh,
two.
it has to be out there somewhere, bro. It has to be.
They're forever
They don't-
the 32
They don't
shitty.
have it with his number on the back, but they have that picture taken from like the top of the 32-52, which is perfect.
Yeah, it would have been better.
I'm
from
getting
the
that
other
one
angle.
printed. I'm getting that one signed.
Ortiz.
I'll go to every practice till I get it.
Hey, and then after that, 69 seconds later.
And in my head too, again, I was thinking too, like pass it, and then he just shoots it. Like what?
Llegó
Honestly,
Pavón.
on that one, I thought he was gonna open up wide on Zimmerman and put it on his left. And then when he cut, yeah, I knew it was over. When he cut, I knew it was over.
Dude, come on, Spenny, what's up? They did your boy the best defender in the league 3 times in this game. In the
That's why I said around the league.
the first 20 minutes. Oh, see you go, Pavón.
Yeah,
Dude,
Llegó Pavón.
that fuck, he makes that, dude. He sees the ball going to Fabio, and fucking Pavón just makes a darting run. Fool. I love that shit. Like he knew, like my boy's gonna give me the ball. I already know.
Yeah,
Like he
that's
didn't
that
even
clear
look.
camaraderie that they have since
Yeah, he
they
didn't-
were fucking playing since they were young.
He didn't even look at him. He just fucking ran
Mhm.
into position. Just
Mhm.
ran into position. As soon as he received the ball, you knew this dude knew where he was going.
2
Easy,
assists for Alvarez. 2 assists.
easy touch around the best defender in the league, and he caught fucking Miller daydreaming about Zlatan.
Yeah, man, his movements are so smooth. You can't get a read on the guy. You don't know if he's gonna go left. He doesn't lean. He just the way he goes at defenders, just squared up. Let me make you make your mistake so I can just play your ass like these motherfucking instruments.
There's gonna be
Bravo, pavo.
we'll play you like you played yourselves. There's gonna be a lot more of that though, for sure. The kid is
Yeah.
the guy's playing his third game, right? Third
Yep.
or fourth? No, this was his fourth. But just getting just huh?
Was it?
Yeah, DC,
Yeah,
Dallas,
fourth.
Seattle.
DC, Dallas, Seattle. Yeah, fourth.
But even then, new country. He's like in preseason form still. That's all I gotta
Nah,
say.
man. I expected this. I told you guys. I expected him to make an instant impact. Me and David got into it because I expected him to make an instant impact. The type of skill that he showed. I mean, we're not even scouts, but just watching his highlights, you can tell a lot of good things. He makes those runs. He first times it. He squares up on defenders. Like if you just look the kid up, you can see it. I expected a goal earlier in the season, to be honest. Even though it's 4 games, and I'm glad he got it when he got it. I expected a goal sooner.
Yeah, but I mean, he's done all the other work. He's done the
Yeah.
assist, and
I thought another reason too is because he just played under GBS. So if you want somebody that's gonna come in and help your team, why not one of the best players that you had in the latest system that you just ran?
true.
That was a good signing on so many levels.
Hell
I
yeah.
said it. Best signing that we've made since Robbie Keane.
Ooh.
Might not have
I
the same
agree.
results in the end with 3 titles, but as far as impact on the field, Robbie Keane was more than just a player. He was a leader on the field. He held Landon Donovan and David Beckham accountable for mistakes or fucked up balls or not making proper runs.
Yeah.
That's what we need, and that's what this boy is doing with his style of play. One thing I mentioned to you guys is he's gonna bring a certain swag to the team that's gonna make everybody play different, and it's exactly
And he
what's
has.
going on.
Because look
Exactly
at what
what's
Alvarez.
going on.
Fabio has fucking stepped up his game so much as soon as Pavon came in. He's playing with a whole different swagger than when he came in. Because when he came in, I was thinking, man, this kid's gonna be like the shit. He started off super soft. Look at him now. 2 assists in the El Tráfico. In an important match that we needed points.
Yeah, but I just think Bobby was never really meant to hold on to the ball that long. He had a look at his assist, both of his assists. The first one, the Zlatan one. I don't think he took a touch. He just straight fucking, lobbed it over the player, and then the Pavon fucking took off running because he knew he was gonna play on the ball. So I think that was the thing. I was complaining about how soft he was and stuff because that's not his game. This guy can open up the field on a touch, just 1-2 touches at most.
I 100% agree. He's not one to hold the ball for 3 or 4 touches. He doesn't have the body for it. He doesn't have the strength for it. But even going back to the game against LAFC at home, he had that flick for the hat trick.
Yeah, you're right.
It wasn't even a 2-touch. It was a back heel flick.
Off of first touch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right.
If we keep Pavon, we keep that guy.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's that camaraderie that they've known each other since they were little. And, when you're playing with somebody that's familiar, like, you give it your all.
All right. So after that, I think things got a little bad. I know that I heard other people saying like, oh, we played great the first half. It was the second half. I think honestly, after maybe 5-10 minutes after the third goal, we had like one more chance where Fabio like took a shot instead of playing it. But after that, I don't know, dude. They just fucking totally took over. That goal that Lebic scored, that one's hard to blame on anybody. That's like super bad luck. That shit like bounced a couple times off a shot attempt that was blocked, and yeah, the bitch was there, and he got an easy gimme goal. So it's hard for me to complain about the second one.
Guys, I don't think we were. I don't want to say it's because this was a weird game. I don't feel like we got dominated, but if you look at the stats, we got dominated in possession and stuff. But like I mentioned earlier, I don't think it was like good possession or possession worth mentioning, because they kept falling into traps from the LA Galaxy to get 3-on-2 or or a 1-on-1 on the wing, but with help, kind of a double team. I don't know if you guys noticed all that. Like they were giving them the space to go into mismatches.
I mean, but even then, so going into the second half, we subbed Rodney in for Shelvick. But even then, you're talking about not good possession. I mean, that's fine and all. Like, invited them to play, forcing them to play a certain way. But the problem was when we got the ball for a good fucking time, we couldn't put two fucking balls together, dude. And that shit was driving me crazy. That was ugly in our part.
It was, but you get more tired defending for 45 minutes than controlling the ball for 45 minutes. They got fatigued. You can tell too. I mean, Jonah had to come off in the second half. Zlatan spoke about it, how he was tired. And even the reporter tried to play it off for him, and he was like, "Nah, I was tired."
I was tired. He nodded. He was like, "Yeah, bitch, I was tired." That's funny. Yeah.
He kept pressure too. One thing that they were trying to do is keep it on the right side, so it wouldn't be a straight ball to Bella, which was really smart.
Yeah.
Zlatan always stayed on Bella's side, high pressing, and forced the defender on those side. I don't know what their names are. I know Zimmerman was on Zlatan all the time because he was pressing that. So it forced the not so good side of their field to try to build up. Rossi's not gonna build up for you. You're gonna launch Rossi and that's it. He's not gonna dribble past 2 or 3 defenders.
Nope.
He's not gonna control the ball like that. Their center mid had to keep coming down all the way to the half field to receive the ball. Yeah. They cut off that lane and forced them to play that way. I love that part. I didn't like the possession, but I love that part of it.
Yeah. That last
against the best team in the league.
That last goal. That last goal, they scored on us though. I'm gonna put that on Rodney. He did like a weird I'm gonna say he was nervous or something. Like he tried to stomp on the ball, like a simple just extend your leg, a slide.
That Bella goal?
Yeah.
Man.
Trash.
Yep.
Trash, bro.
Yeah. I mean, call me maybe I'm biased, but I think if Shelvick was in, that goal doesn't happen. But at the same time, I don't know if he stays on the field because I was kind of tripping about that after, and I was like, "Fuck it, I would have risked it." But then yesterday, I watched the Open Cup final with my pops, and that same fucking ref, dude, was reffing. Oh my god, that fool is so fucking trash, dude. That ref is some shit.
I'm not going to give any attention to the ref, but to go back to what you were mentioning right now about Romney, Shelvick would have been no different because it happened to Shelvick in the first half.
That type of play, not that type of play. That play I give you, but not that type of play because that was a simple. That was just I don't know. That was base. That was so basic.
Go back and watch the replay. There's a ball that goes right under Shelvick. He swings it and slows it down for Bella to shoot that 1-on-1 that you were talking about when he tried to curve it around Bingham.
True. I guess we'll never know.
See, fucking stairs. Shouldn't have gotten a red card. God.
Bro, did you even watch the game? I mean, I was there live and I didn't see all these angles, but what's up with you?
I did no, but that's just my opinion. I still think that it wouldn't have gone in. You can't change my mind.
Shit. Well, I think we would have had a better game if Steris would have played. If he would have been fucking eligible.
Well, yeah, because Polenta would have shut down that whole left side the whole night. I believe that.
I believe that too.
Don't worry, we'll see it on playoffs.
I hope so.
So, nothing much. Nothing really much to talk about, at least on our end, about that game. It wasn't too pretty. We walked away with the tie, which actually I predicted a 1-1 tie. So I'm gonna take credit because I called the tie. Fuck y'all. Oh, real quick.
Here's another important fact.
Yes.
They can't beat us.
Yeah, they can't beat us. Oh, that dude. That I heard it later on the replay, and I saw videos. You guys started chanting that, but we didn't hear it at the viewing party because we started chanting it too.
Ooh, yeah. We got loud with that shit too. Again, we got loud.
Dude, that shit was fucking great, dude. They can't beat us.
Beautiful. They can't. He can suck a dick, but he can't beat
Hey,
us.
but
Fuck
I
that
really
bird.
don't like this
Fuck that
result.
bird. Fuck that bird.
What are you saying, Spenny?
I really don't like this result. Um, with this tie, we haven't won what? We won 1 in 6 games.
1-6, yes.
That's bad. We've been
Unbeaten.
outscored easily, like 15 to like 7, 15 to like 8.
You guys can't see me. I'm like shaking my head. Nah, dude, I'm not tripping. These are the ones I've called since the DC. I even called the DC loss. Dude, it's the momentum is coming, bro. The momentum is building. You don't like the result, but if it was any other team, with that record, and we went out there and took that tie, even though we gave up that lead, I think you would have been a little happier. I think you're looking at it different because it's LAFC. But this is what I expected to happen. I still don't think we're gonna lose another game, and I think this is after this game is where you see you're gonna see the real team. Like that's it. The ties are done. Well, actually, I gotta look at the schedule,
So
but
I think this upcoming game is going to be a little hard. The Seattle game, I think it's
it's
going to
gonna
be a
be
little difficult for the Galaxy.
it's gonna be ugly. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that much. It's gonna be ugly, but
I
no
wouldn't be
spoiler.
surprised if it's another tie.
No spoiler alert yet, but no, it won't be a tie. I'll tell you that much. And I said we're not losing again. So you want to give some?
You said that since DC that we're not gonna be losing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I still.
So a
I'm,
tie is not a
I'm,
loss.
I'm with.
That's
said we were
I think
gonna
I'm
lose
with
against
Benny on
these
this one.
the what? Then what am I saying? I just said we're not gonna lose anymore, and we're not gonna tie. So what do you think I'm saying, Ryan? Against Seattle.
No. I'm not saying about Seattle. I'm talking about this last game we just had against fucking Chivas. I'm with Spenny. I think we should have came out of that place with a win. That second half was shit. And I understand that Zlatan was tired as a 30-year-old man, but still, everybody else, could have tightened up a little bit more. I think that goal, that to your point too, with Romney, we should have that should have never happened.
You're just being a little greedy, man. Just this team is
Hey, I want it all. I want
this
it
team
all,
is-
baby.
this this team is just maybe that's why I didn't answer your DMs. This team is just coming together, bro. And we're getting excited about it, but Spenny's not. Drini's gonna make a big difference. Drini's gonna make a huge difference, dude. So there's still more to come. All right, fellas, relax. Let's give out some awards. Anybody want to take the lead?
Which one though?
Anyone you want, Brian, since you spoke up. But it's Spenny mute himself. ¿Qué está haciendo?
I'll give you the NAG Stand Player Award.
Next,
The one and only, the number 10,
Oh,
Christian Pavon.
Evan.
Yep, Christian Pavon. This dude's he is incredible, bro. He changed the whole dynamic of this game. Adding away pitch that it's supposed to be hard to play in. We made him look like shit that first half, bro. He was fucking running circles around his team. His football is beautiful. He gets my next standing player of the award.
Nice. Should I go next? Since I think Spenny muted like for whatever reason. We'll go with the big guy, man. We'll go to Zlatan. He just, obviously he scored 2 goals, but this is what he wanted. He said, I'm going to come in and do this. I want those fucking posters everywhere, the billboard. And he delivered.
Yeah, got in their head early.
Yep. It took no more than 2 minutes to get in his head. And to get in the goal. Sorry. Chiasso? I don't know what happened.
Shit. I'm going with my number 1, Jonah. That goal, that Zlatan goal doesn't happen if Jonah doesn't get that ball, gives it to, ¿cómo se llama? Pass it forward and then fucking to Zlatan. That shit doesn't happen. Fuck yeah. Jonah, man.
Jonah to Fabio to Zlatan.
Yeah. Jonah's a beast, bro. He's there. He's solid again. Hell yeah.
Spenny, next standing.
Mine is gonna be Spenny first.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna give it to Fabio.
Okay.
Ooh, yes.
I'm gonna give it to Fabio because looking at everybody from what I remember, because I need to watch the replay. The only person that didn't really play out of character, I don't think lost any balls that put it in danger, didn't play out of his head or his abilities, was him. He had 2 assists. I don't think we've been able to say that all season. I'm not sure. and he made good touches. You know, those were good, smart plays where he didn't play out of his abilities and try to dribble or anything. He knew where the ball was supposed to go and put it where it needed to be.
Sauce. All right, I'll get the honorable mention going. I'm gonna go with I'm actually gonna go with Belcher. Because
Oh, yes.
I don't feel like much came from that side. I know Spenny mentioned that he didn't make much of I guess a challenge for the header. But I mean, when you're backtracking and you're caught on your heels, it's kind of hard to jump. And yeah, nothing really came from his side. And then they did that sub with their new DP, whatever came in. The kid looked like he had some flair, but Shelvick was on it. I mean, Felcher was on his ass. So I got to give credit to Felcher because I don't feel like anybody going to give him much credit.
My honorable mention to every G's fan that went to that stadium and was loud as fuck. That is beautiful. I want that every game when I'm away. That was.
I'm trying, Brian. I'm trying to give you that every time.
Every game I want that, and every away trip I want that. That is beautiful. So every G's fan that went there, showed up in white, said "fuck LAFC," chanted "you can't beat us," chanted "fuck that bird." You guys deserve the honorable mention.
Fuck that pigeon.
Fuck that pigeon.
Oh my god. Who wants to go or say more? Chewy.
I'm going. Shit, dude, Pavon for sure. Spark. He's the spark. We need it.
Oh, Spenny. Mutation.
I'm gonna agree with Chuy. Pavon. He was the other difference maker. He set up the first goal. He forced us to play a certain style that would be beneficial to us in every way on offense. And he played defense.
Ooh, yes, he did.
Nice. Geo awards. Geo award is a little tough for me. I don't know. Can we give it to anybody or does it got to be a player?
Player. But fuck it. In this game, give it to whoever.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard. I mean, I guess the obvious answer would be Shelvick, but even then, he was involved in that first goal, so it's kind of hard. So I'm gonna give it to Pipirella.
Nice.
I mean, come on, bro. And fuck. I mean, take soccer out of it, bro. I mean, it doesn't matter who you root for. I mean,
fucking pooping beauty over there.
Pooping beauty. Fuck that. My Geo award goes to Brian for fucking for uploading me.
Oh shit,
bro! What was that? Did you guys see that? Were you guys able to see it live?
This broad didn't wipe. I don't remember her fucking just taking a dump, bro. She didn't wipe though.
But I mean, did you guys see it like live in person?
I don't remember that.
So you didn't.
I did not.
I started chanting, but I didn't know where we were chanting to.
the videos are funny. What the fuck? Sucia. Dude,
I got into that one. I thought we were talking shit to like somebody like going out of the stadium or something. I didn't know what was going on, but I participated.
Oh man, I was fucking dying, bro. When I saw that video, I saw it like on Twitter, and I was like, I thought it was just like, some fucking third world country or something. And then I was like, wait a minute. And I opened it. I was like, oh my god, this is a new low, bro. Tale of two cultures, indeed, huh?
Oh, fucking Dookie Queen over there, man. That's what's. Dude. I kind of wish I would remember that shit live.
Yeah, I know. And then I saw the comments that supposedly like her boyfriend was in the bottom trying to distract everybody.
Hey, look at me!
Look at him go!
Look at him go!
Oh my god, bro!
Cartwheels and shit.
Homeboy should have went up and did casita or something.
Casita.
Let him use that scarf to wipe it. I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference.
For real. Oh shit. Literally. Shit.
Hey, we should put that as a vote. So Pipirella or what'd you say? Poop and Beauty?
Poop and beauty. Oh, there's Doodorella.
So that's my award. Oh, the
Oh, shit.
fashion. Oh, damn it. So much.
Ay, Dios mío. That shit too. No que fucking we're del barrio. You got a bunch of hipsters fucking dressing in trash bags.
Jesus Christ. There's so
With
many.
their hair did and shit.
There's so many. I want to point out some of these, and I want to touch on some of these because this was too easy, dude. This was too easy. The fashion, the fucking derelict collection or whatever. Fuck. Dude, I could not believe my fucking eyes, dude. I could not believe my fucking eyes. I'd be so disappointed. I hope the Galaxy doesn't try to do like a fashion night or some shit.
No.
I hope not, dude, because that shit was. Oh, what are you trying to?
They should have just gone back into their camo, bro. Just fucking, just go back into camo. Fuck it.
maybe that's what it is. They're trying to make us They're trying to make us forget.
That was their Gold Dust impression.
That was horrible. And then,
I thought their tifo was pretty dumb too.
oh, that's right.
I didn't understand it.
I don't think it was dumb.
opportunity.
I just don't think it was understandable or relatable or what the fuck.
It was a perfect opportunity for them to get back at us for the billboards, and that shit just went completely over their head. They just,
Yep.
What are you thinking, man?
Well, I think Straight from the Stands hit it right in the head. They said that they were just trying to react to when they came to our house. We did like a West Side Connection one, like the West Side Connection album cover. We did it with our players, so they try to do one themselves, like music and shit like that.
And that's the thing, though. We do stuff for our players, for the team. They do random shit, and it's like, fuck, okay. They could have put Vela at least on one of the fucking calaveras, fucking calaveras, you know. They could have put, honestly, they could have put the fucking like the styles of their players.
Whatever.
That could have at least hit a little bit better.
Maybe it was a tifo for that guy that always paints his face.
I seen it. I seen him walking around before in the tailgate.
Bro,
what the fuck?
I have a picture on the phone where I was in the theater in Burbank, and this motherfucker is wearing the hat and the makeup at the theater. I kid you not. That shit's probably tatted on his
You
face.
did show me that. He did go to the theater like that.
With that
fucking with the cat in the hat cat. No, like fucking weird.
with this DreamWorks version of Willy Wonka hat and shit.
All right, moving on, guys. Hey, fuck this team already.
Wait, one more. We're not done. There's the last one.
One more.
This one is good. This one, I love this on Twitter. This was so good. This is why I want to bring it up. The fact that they called us bullies because Latif Blessing, he helps out other countries and shit, and we shouldn't be picking on him because he's such a good person. So that's fucking weak, dude. That they're trying to connect that to soccer. So after that, you know where everybody went, right?
Yep.
The whole AFJA, how they fucking turned their backs on AFJA. Like, Dick, you fucking turned your back on a guy that was doing something good, helping Central American community or countries, just because he's affiliated with us and I believe Portland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's their fans. We gave shit to our FO for fucking up and not giving him a chance through the Galaxy.
Yep.
And you could talk to almost any supporter section or any podcast, and they'll tell you that our FO fucked up. But, a lot of us, we fucking voted for him, even putting the fucking LAFC bullshit on our Twitter just because we wanted him to win.
Yep. So, that's it. They just made it so easy, bro. They took so many L's this week.
Yep.
So,
almost Galaxy girl.
all right. So that
lady is fucking hilarious.
Hey, she became a meme. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
She did.
And then
when you go to a full restaurant and order menudo,
when you go to Jamba Juice and order a venti.
There's some good ones out there.
Oh my god. Oh, señora, cómo la cagaste. Casi como la señora que se cagó dentro.
Cagona.
¿Quién la cagó más? Oh my god. All right. So those are the Geo awards. How about that? We just spread it out between those. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
No, right.
You guys take a big fat Geo award. All right, it's out of our system, right? We're good. We can move on.
Yeah, we're good.
Fuck it, AFC. Let's move on.
All right. So
Rivalry dead, by the way.
Yep.
what?
Rivalry dead, by the way. Unless we meet them in playoffs, this is dusted. It's over.
Yep.
Thanos just snapped his fingers right now. Full is done.
Done. Some national team news. I'm not going to really go through the whole roster. I'm just going to go through some national team call-ups that are going to affect us on the game against Colorado. For the U.S., we had Legit called up. For Mexico, we had Antuna and Jonah. For Costa Rica, we had People. And for Venezuela, we have Venezuela is Rolf Felcher. These guys should be missing the game at Colorado.
Ouch.
Yeah. I'm not tripping, though. Because Colorado's a weak team is going to be more about conditioning. And if anything, this is going to force them to make the right moves. So once you come across...
see. They might be off for the Seattle one too. That's why I was saying.
No, they won't be up for Seattle. 100%.
Nope, they will not.
100%.
Okay.
But I guess, we'll talk about that when we come across that bridge. And Seattle time.
Seattle, baby.
Seattle. So Seattle actually came off the rivalry week as well. They went to Portland and won 2-1, in which I gotta say this whole MLS rivalry week was pretty damn entertaining.
Yep.
And this was one of the more exciting games. Not gonna lie. But I mean, Seattle's just been really up and down. Sometimes they look like they can beat anybody, and then sometimes they just look like shit.
You mean sometimes they play at home and sometimes they don't?
Well, this one wasn't at home.
Sometimes they play 11 players. Sometimes they play 10.
Sometimes they play with Rudy Diaz. Sometimes they play a bunch of Christian Roldans.
Oh.
Which that fucker happened to score too. That's got to be one of my least non-LAFC players in the league.
Well, check this out. From my perspective, I don't think I'm gonna go to your point. There's gonna be an ugly game, but we're gonna win this game. They couldn't see us with 10 players. Imagine we were a complete squad. We're gonna be a complete squad this next time we go around to them. I'm confident going up there.
Yeah, that's gonna sit in our team's mind. I think that they know we had them. We know what we had to do, and we're gonna get them. As far as who do I think is gonna start, I think we see something very similar. I think People's not gonna play, and so we'll see Polenta Steres and Shelvick on the left and Rami on the right. Remember, that's the defense that won all those games in the beginning. So
Romney on the right.
I'm here, Rodney. Fucking Felcher.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So as far as backline, you guys see anything different?
Stairs.
I did
that one.
Yeah, I said Stairs.
That People and Polenta. I think if we would have had them from the beginning of the season, we'd see a different People Polenta in that middle. But yeah, I'll stick with your lineup. I think that's been the most solid lineup this year. So let's go with that.
Clean. There's going to be, I guess, a question mark about Jonah because he did come off the game early, and then he's going to play on turf. I don't know even know if I want to do that. I don't know what Kitchen's status is, but for this game, I wouldn't mind seeing a legit Corona. Corona didn't look too bad coming off the bench in the last game. There's that position where it doesn't get mentioned a lot, and if you don't get mentioned, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
I don't know about Corona and Legit in that position. We're going to need Jonah for a game like this. I wouldn't want to risk him, but we do need the points. And this is a Seattle team that, they want to beat us at home. So I would play Jonah and Legit in a central.
Oh, if he's fit and ready to go, yeah. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not worried about them holding it down.
I don't know. One thing Seattle has been doing the last few games, except against us, is finishing the games. Something that we haven't been doing almost at all the entire season. And I think that's going to be the difference if we are able to finish the game. If we can maintain the game plan, execute the game plan all the way to the final whistle, not to the 81st minute, not to the 89th minute, but all the way to extra time. If we can't do that, I don't think we can win in Seattle. Seattle at home, they probably score the most out of, like, how do I say it? Like minutes wise, like they probably scored in every minute of the game at one game or another. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes in, whatever. So we gotta be able to execute the game plan all the way to the final whistle. I think that'll be the difference maker. Whoever's on the field, whatever the subs are.
So you don't think we're gonna get a win out of Seattle? All right. This is gonna be the game that turns the tide, bro. Trust me. It's gonna be a little ugly, but we're gonna walk away with the result.
If you want ugly, you gotta play with Jonah and Kitchen in the middle.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I obviously want Jonah to go, but I'm just saying if you can't, then I don't mind it. And it's gonna have. I mean, if it's gotta be that way, it's gotta be that way. As far as the middles, I don't think there's any changes, right? We're looking at Fabio, Pavon, and Antuna.
Basically.
Yeah.
Nobody else? No, okay. No? Okay.
I think that's gonna be it.
And then up top, of course, the big man himself, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yep. No, yeah, it's gotta just.
This is one thing. He came out tired from this match against Chivas,
Different game, though. Trust me.
but this is going to be on turf. Are we worried about that?
No, different game. He's gonna do less work. It's gonna be the Pavon show.
Ooh, yes,
I
because
agree.
now he has players that he could fucking give more responsibility to.
Not only that, but the speed of the ball, I don't think it's gonna affect him. The way he plays over the ball and how he squares up, I think he's gonna have an advantage over defenders that are backpedaling.
Yeah. Listen, Seattle has nobody to stop Zlatan, and I think they're gonna use all their effort to guard Zlatan. They're not ready for someone like Pavon.
They're not ready for either one of them. That showed in the last game how they had to grab and jump on Zlatan, and he was wrecking them. If we could have put more balls in the air for him, there would have been more goals. Guaranteed.
Sucks. So I'm gonna let Spenny go first because he said we're not gonna win.
I didn't say we weren't gonna win.
He said we can't. He said we can't come out of Seattle with the win.
No, I said we can't get out of Seattle without a win if we don't play to the final whistle. If we let up like we did in the last few games, then yeah, we're not gonna get a win in Seattle.
All right.
To win in Seattle, I think we're gonna have to score first, be ready to score another 3 or 4 goals, and defend to the final minute. Not let Bingham make 7, 8 saves again. If Bingham has to make 7 or 8 saves again, I don't think we're winning that game. That's too much pressure already.
All right. Shoot the result.
If we win, we're gonna win 3-2. If we
Damn.
lose, we're gonna lose 3-2. And if we're tied, it's gonna be a 2-2.
Okay. Can you give me one, please? Because I have to make it fair.
3-2, we win.
Okay. Who you got
A
scoring?
Pavon double with a Pavon brace with an assist to Zlatan. And a cherry on top with fucking Steris coming back from suspension, a little header at the end.
That makes it 4.
Yeah, I know I can count.
I don't know because some teams can't.
Some teams can't.
Some teams need to put on their fucking on their scoreboard because they can't memorize it. Who wants to go next? Anybody out
All
there?
right. It's gonna be a gritty win.
Ugh.
Yeah, I think in order for us to try to come out with a result, we got to try to keep possession on the team and try to keep possession to Spenny's point till the end because they're gonna come out trying to fire on all cylinders. So we come out with a win, a gritty win, and maybe a sit back win where we catch them on a counter We went 2-1. Pavon and Zlatan scored.
All right. Chiasso?
Yeah, win as well. I think it'll be a 2-1. We'll be up slot on both goals, of course.
Oh, of course.
Of
You heard
course.
that? You heard that confidence? Of course.
Of course.
Of course. Shit. We have questions after that. It was only a couple, so we got to go through them because there's one I specifically wanted to have fun with. But this is gonna be. Damn, they better hit the score. Go 2-1 as well. 2-1 as well. It's gonna be a little ugly. I think it's ugly in a different. We're looking at it a different way. And the reason I feel there's not going to be much work for Zlatan, I think they're going to be more compact, both of them, and ugly in the sense that both teams are going to have a lot of turnovers.
I don't think it's gonna be an ugly game.
Nah.
No, I think it's gonna be a really pretty open game. We're gonna run at each other.
Well, I'm gonna go 2-1, and I'm gonna give them both to Pavon because Pavon is gonna, and they're both gonna be 1-on-1. Like either Fabio or Zlatan's gonna find them open because of all the focus that's gonna go on Zlatan.
Cool.
So we're all confident. We all got the win, and then three of us called the same score. So guys, we're gonna look like fucking geniuses if we hit. Brian, you want to hit the questions, or you want me to do them?
Go for it, cause yeah. My shit
Well, before we hit the questions, guys, if you guys haven't watched or seen, we did do a megapod
oh,
That's
yeah.
past- this past weekend, Saturday night. We did do a megapod. We just re-uploaded the video and the audio, so it's a lot better. It's a lot nicer. You guys can hear it way better now. It was fun. It was fun. I think you know, I had a lot of fun. It was kind of brutal trying to get everything working at times, but it was fun. It's hella fun.
Yeah, it was dope. Big shout out to all the podcasts that came out. Elias Our House, who actually did it from home, and that was dope. Rice Podcast, damn, I'm like brain dead right now.
Straight from the
Simply
stands,
Soccer.
Simply Soccer.
Cool.
Definitely a great mix of people. It was awesome.
It's got it all. It's got singing. It's got it all. So check it out.
Yeah, if you randomly jump into a point where there's Backstreet Boys and all this, just keep watching. Somebody gets punched too for money, so
There's violence. There's all. All right.
We have
there's
it all.
alcohol, there's singing,
It's the most cameras we've had on a show, and I still don't come out.
you're not camera friendly, Spenny.
Hey. All right.
That's
All right,
fatal.
Oh,
Here
you
we
come
go.
out in the
I'll tell you.
background sometimes when you're gonna go.
You're not
get,
chair friendly.
alcohol.
Here we go. We're gonna go with Instagram first. Jep72890. If we continue playing like the first half against Chivas, are we champions?
No,
First half, no. First 20 minutes, yes.
we had like 35% possession.
Yeah. I think the Dallas one is a better example, and the DC one with actual finishing are better examples. If we play like that, and we're talking.
Yeah, because these two of these goals were pretty much, actually all three of them were pretty much counters, and we can't be playing counters with Zlatan all day every day.
Nope.
He's gonna get tired like he did in this game.
But
Yeah, and I mean the
Second
stats
goal
are
wasn't
pretty
a counter,
good.
was it? Nah.
The only one that really wasn't a counter was the Fabio assist, but that came off a goal kick when they got caught back-footed or on their back foot right in the half, which is still kind of a counter because you're not set in your defense. You know, you're literally countering their attack because the ball was coming towards our goal.
what up, Masa?
What it do, baby?
All right, so to answer the question, no. If the question is first half, so no, right?
No.
But I see a good thing on it because the fact that Zlatan acknowledged that he was tired is great because hopefully he gets on that field. He starts practicing. He starts doing something to to
The man
last
is
the full 90 with, or at least to last 60 minutes doing a lot.
The man is 38, Chewy. Come on.
Hey, so he gets paid a little bit of money to play big. Okay.
Just a little bit. All right,
So
cool.
look,
Next one, Junior DSCIG.
Mhm.
You guys have to answer this one. Did the NAG cooler survive? And he has the little sweaty emoji.
And O'Brien had the night cooler. What happened?
Oh yeah, it did. It
You made it
survived.
into a pinata, you dick.
Nah, the one I took definitely survived. I was actually in the middle of the black hole with it. But I mean, I did have to kind of cover up my shit, but it survived this time.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was told
uh,
that some. I mean, if there was some people that were trying to show off their jerseys and stuff, sheriffs did show up and escorted people out. It wasn't even security; it was sheriffs that were getting people out of their tailgate area if you were repping
Highway
your
Patrol.
colors.
They use Highway Patrol. Fuck them.
yeah, the
Oh, yeah,
UCHP on bikes.
Yeah,
Oh, they
don't
did?
use shit. Yeah,
I thought that was.
Oh, I thought it was
Mm,
sheriffs.
the last two too. All right, Bird Dog. This is for you guys again.
Talking to
How
the
many
mic.
fights? I am talking to somebody. How many fights did you see at the stank?
none.
None.
That's good. Except
Disappointed. Not just
except
kidding.
except the bird trying to fight for his freedom.
Trying to fight for food, man. You guys have to starve those things so they can do what you want them to do.
Fuck, nah, chill.
No, dude. That's how you train them. That's why they do those type of things. That's why they don't go
They need
away.
to let them free.
That's why they don't fly away. Cause fuck, man, they're hungry.
Yeah, but I read that too. All right, Sergio says thought. Would you like a cup for El Tráfico? We have 2 or 3 by now, and that's something they do in other rivalries. For me, I don't really care. I don't care if there is one, if there isn't. But what do you guys think?
For me, no.
Nah.
It's an insignificant rivalry against them. They still can't beat us, so it's not a rivalry. Now, if it were to involve all 3 Cali teams, and perhaps in the future there'll be a 4th, then maybe we could do something. But as of right now, against them, nah. What the fuck are we gonna? What kind of cup is it gonna be? A traffic light? Nah, fuck it, no good.
Hell yeah! You see, now I want it.
Now I want it.
Now I want it. Fuck.
Way to fuck that up, huh, Ryan? Alright. Moving on to Twitter. Here we go. Gabriel Montoya. Over under 4 wins and last 7 matches. He has a couple questions.
I think it's 4.
Yeah, exactly 4.
Yeah.
That would be over, right? I don't know. I forget how betting works.
Remember, I've been saying that if we can't get these 12 or 13 points out of these matches, it's gonna be a problem. And I think that's exactly the math that I was doing. One of these being a tie, we're gonna drop one of these games due to the international break, and then we should be able to get 4 or 5 wins out of these last 8 games. I was thinking we can beat LAFC and tie in Seattle, but now we tied in LAFC and we have to win in Seattle.
I'm gonna go with over. I mean, I've said it for a while. I think we're pretty much done with time.
It's just I can't trust the MLS. You know, it's the MLS at the end of the day.
Yeah,
We're playing some playoff contenders. The schedule is favorable though for us. It's Seattle, Colorado, Sporting, Salt Lake. I know Montreal's in there, and I know Vancouver, and then we finish against Houston.
Houston, right?
We should absolutely destroy Houston. We should be able to beat Salt Lake and Vancouver, and we haven't been able to beat Colorado in 2 seasons, so I don't know how that's gonna go. Maybe by then we'll have Alessandrini back.
Yeah.
Ooh, talk to
Should
me
be the right
now.
time, right?
Talk to me dirty now.
Oh,
Maybe he can shut me up, make me a believer already.
oh, you want him to shut you up, don't you, big boy?
I want that.
All right.
I'm going to be at a loss for words.
Gabriel Montoya follows up with: would you rather Pontius or Antuna get more minutes?
For what game?
That's what I was gonna say. It depends on what game. I'm a Pontius fan, so my honest biased opinion is I'd like Pontius to get some more minutes and have Antuna maybe come off and be that spark off the bench. But it's not like Antuna's the worst starter.
And also, I don't think we have any of them for next year, huh?
Nah, neither of them are guaranteed.
Right. I don't think we're gonna keep any of them for next
And
year.
they,
So.
and
I think Pontius is further down the totem pole after Aranjo's performance against LAFC and the potential that you have with him on the field. Your lineups can change. You can adjust easier. You have somebody that plays defensively and offensively. So I think Pontius would be behind even the youngster before getting on the field.
So do you think we keep him or we don't? That was, I guess, what we were going at.
If we keep him,
no,
Next year, I don't think we
it
keep
was
him for
about
next
more
year.
time. The
No,
question
he's
was
not-
about he should get more time, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, either of them is whatever because since I really don't think we're keeping them, play somebody that we're probably gonna keep for next year.
No, I'm gonna say Pontius because I mean that's like I said that's my biased opinion, but I like to see that strategy where Antuna comes off and run everyone's legs to the ground when they're already tired.
Yeah. Okay.
No, nobody. Just name Pontius Antuna more time.
Antuna, for me, it would be obviously the youngster. He gets more minutes. I understand the whole that he's a veteran, but Antuna, he'll run forever, bro. That's what you need in the match. That's basically what we've been doing with him, running teams to the ground. So
This is not. I don't think this is the time to necessarily rest players or do any of that. I think you need to set your starting lineup. That's gonna be your starting lineup and run through the playoffs with it. Even with Alessandrini coming back, I don't see Alessandrini starting either, and I don't think he should. I think some of his best performances last season was when he was coming off the bench, and even though he hated it, he had like 4 or 5 games where he scored like back to back and or had an assist. So I think you set your lineup now. It's the home stretch. Right now, we're in the playoffs. We have to, with the playoff system coming out today, we have to get those top spots.
Right.
To be on the road the entire playoffs, it's not favorable at all whatsoever. And if we end up playing a team like LAFC, that'd be perfect. Because according to the schedule that they put out, those guys are going to have almost 3 weeks off between their last game and the second round, which only favors us even more. But it's not going to favor us if we have to play an away game in Seattle again or in Salt Lake and then have to go to LAFC again.
So you're saying Antuna, right?
Yep. Set your lineup,
Cool.
play it out, get the best result possible every game.
Cool. Just wanted to be clear. What up, Alex? Saying what's up to us? Yes. Gabriel Montoya, last, not a question, but he actually telling us, let's give a shout out to David Bingham. Congrats on your engagement.
all right, hell yeah, congratulations, man. That's dope.
We got one.
David Bingham.
He's a keeper.
Something.
He's a keeper. But all right. Question from A. Lopez. I'm assuming that's how you say it. This is the one I want to get to, and this is the reason I brought up the offside. Who writes LAFC's job harder? Taylor Tillman, Stu Holden, or Matt Doyle? And I got an answer for all of them.
Taylor Twellman.
Yes. Short answer, yes, Taylor Tillman. Stu Holden, I think, does a good job. I don't think he really is biased. I mean, that's my opinion from what I've heard. Matt Doyle doesn't know shit about soccer. So
Yeah.
he doesn't know shit, dude. He annoys me. I think me and Spenny talked about this once, and it was just like out of nowhere, like, yeah, you fucking annoying, like, dude, sometimes, like, I like watching like Extra Time and Instant Replay, all the little stupid videos they put on MLS, but then sometimes he just starts talking and I don't finish the video. I'm like, fuck this.
I watch it. I told you a couple times. I just watched it on mute just because of the highlights. Because they have good highlights. Like they get access to tape broken down really well from different angles, and that's why I watch it sometimes. Especially when they talk about the guys because of that. Because they show stuff that even we can't tell when we're there.
Right.
And angles matter big time. But damn, they be stupid sometimes. I don't know whose son they are, or who they knew, or who they know. But somebody got connections, and it's that nigga. It's that guy.
All
I
right.
got good connection.
No, now the the bill of the ball, Taylor Twellman. Fuck, man, bro.
I think it's a
Some.
Galaxy thing.
I mean, it could be that. It could be the concussions. You
It
know.
could be a Bruce Arenas thing, you know.
Yeah. You know.
Then again, we mentioned it before. The guy is, literally brain damage. So
Yeah, I mean that could be it too. Well, the thing about him, like this is why I brought it up, the beta short thing, right? That shit was offside. I mean, I saw it, I saw the replay, and I was like, dude, this is offside. And they didn't go to VAR, nothing. Never fucking put his finger to his ear. But I was watching the Open fucking Cup game, and there was a play where, it was the same ref, so he makes a questionable call, like just a questionable call. I think it was like a yellow card or some shit. I don't remember what the fucking call was, but Taylor Tomlin's like, oh yeah. So just like he put me in a question when he didn't review Zlatan's second goal for offside. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, why, why would you bring that up now? Oh, dude, fucking Tolman.
Fuck you, Tobin.
Yeah, like-
Bottom line.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, man. I'm like just trying to watch this game, and this was like, "Hey, Galaxy fans, you listening? Fuck you."
Yeah, like why
oh,
you gotta bring up bullshit? Always trying to bring up bullshit.
yeah, dude. Oh my god. I'm glad Brian
We have-
King beat him in the final.
What happened?
I'm glad Brian Ching beat him in the final too.
Oh yeah. We actually have a question on YouTube, the live chat.
Go for it.
Alejandro Gonzalez. Who or what is the X factor when it comes to getting a win in Seattle?
Pavon.
Pavon.
Yeah,
Pavon.
100%. It's gonna be the Pavon show, and he's gonna be. Trust me.
Yeah, I think Zlatan's gonna be Zlatan, but if Pavon can't, open up the field for us or lead us to make those runs that we're supposed to in a sound football team, no, we're not gonna get that win.
He gets to the game winner.
He gets Well, for me, yeah, because he's got both mine.
No, I gotta say Zlatan gets it again. Most this season. Go ahead goals, game winners.
Nice. 2 more questions, guys. We're almost there. Next question. Uncle Dishwasher on Twitter asks.
Yes.
I know I hear that name all the time. I love it. What do you set the percentage chance at that Zlatan returns next year? If he doesn't, do we go after another big name striker to replace him? And if so, who? So
I don't know if I would want to. I would want a 38 plus year old.
38 and a half, going into 39.
38 and a half. Yeah, 38 and a half. I mean, but if he's still balling and he's still taking care of his body, and why not, right?
It's. Sorry, go
he's
ahead.
proven to us that he could do it. He could still do it. He does it again against supposed rivals. He shows up in big games, gets his game winners. We just got to see how he does in the playoffs now. I mean, he talks the talk and he's walking the walk, bro.
Right. It's hard for me to see him come back. I'm gonna say 0% chance. I'll be fucking shocked if he comes back. I think everything he said about the league, his age, obviously, it's hard. It's really hard to see this dude come back. I see him either going home, Sweden, or Asia.
Get that money.
China, right? Super League is the one that pays out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it there. So if he hates it here, wait till he gets there.
True. But I mean, he has said that he'll stay here as long as he wants, that the team wants him here. So.
Nah, I don't believe it.
Just because there's always a possibility, I'm gonna give it like a 1%.
That's true. I should have done that.
The guy, he's been on 8 teams in 19 years. The longest he stayed somewhere has been in PSG for 5 years. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I think next season is going to be GBS's team already. And it's going to be one of those things that if he doesn't mention about coming back, we're not going to approach him about coming back kind of thing, When Zlatan calls, you answer the call. And if he wants to join your team, you take him. That's why we took him, even 2 years after we were supposed to. But I don't think he fits the team or the strategy that GBS wants to play overall. And if we go after a striker, it has to be somebody that can play off the ball, that
Let
can
me
post up
let me
first
set up
time.
let me set up that question real quick because I think we all feel the same, right? That obviously GBS is going to bring his guy, right?
Yep.
So let's just answer the question this way. Let's say we do go after a big name striker because I think we all have the same answer as far as him bringing in his guy. It might not even be a big name. If it's a big name, who do you bring? I'm gonna say Wanda. I wait. I'm gonna get shot.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
Lewandowski.
We know who's in your mind.
Yeah, Lewandowski for me. It kind of makes sense, He's getting up there, and the guy can finish. I'm sure he can still move. I mean, it's not like he's had to do much for Bayern. That team just fucking kills everybody.
Yeah, for me, same thing. If somebody that I would want, it would be Lewandowski. Just because he is a big body and he's pretty agile in the box. So he fit perfect with his team. Now, do I think he's gonna come? Nah. It would be a GBS guy. Maybe the dude that was rumored to come here earlier. What's his name from Boca?
Benedetto.
Benedetto.
He
Yeah.
just went to Napoli, no, or some shit like that.
Hey, he could bring him.
I'm just saying. Somebody shot me on YouTube.
Well, yeah, because you fucking love Wando, you piece of shit.
Damn it.
Maybe you can help me out with other options, Eddie. But one thing that's happening is we're no longer going across the pond for signings, right?
Right.
This whole GBS overall has been going nothing but south and deep south.
Right.
There's I saw a couple reports of how Suarez and Cavani both are looking to go to Miami.
Yeah.
I would take either or, preferably Suarez.
Yeah, same here. Suarez
Somebody that can
Preferably
play,
Cavani.
somebody that can play with his back to the ball,
Yep.
can do those walls with Pavon or Fabio or whoever's going to be on the right wing. Somebody who can take on defenders one-on-one, still has a good head game. Overall, all around good
Right.
South American player,
Right.
which is exactly what GBS is going to be looking for.
Yeah, I definitely go with that. Because the problem with Cavani is, he's getting up there with age too, and at the end of the day, you can end up with the less talented Zlatan, basically.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I would prefer Suarez. I can't really think of because the guy from Costa Rica, he's getting up there in age too. What's his name? Brian something.
Oh no, he's
Brian Reese.
Brian Reese.
Brian Reese. He's already up there. I can't think of. I mean, I don't think we can pull somebody from Argentina. Plus, they don't have no forward.
I threw this
Fuck
name.
Higuain. Don't you mention Higuain.
No, I threw this other name out a few times. So, I guess something's wrong with my mic, but I can hear it fine here. That's South American and across the pond, Alexis Sanchez. He seems to not really be wanted in certain places. I think he would fit. If we get him on a decent DP contract, I'm not talking about like anywhere above 4. I think that's something.
But I mean, we're talking about a striker. He doesn't really play the striker position. And if we want to go to South America, why not a striker like Ramadel Falcao, Colombian?
Oh, he's way up there. And then the knees, my boy, the knees.
But he'd be the Colombian honeys, though. Damn.
That's all you want. That's all you think about, Brian.
Nah, he got both knees that are buckling.
Yeah, I'm good on Falcao. Nah, fuck it. You know
I think
what?
Suarez is a safe option, though. Suarez would be totally perfect here.
Nah, fuck it. We're gonna go across the pond. Handsome Giroud.
Fuck.
I fucking hate that guy.
How about I throw a random ass name that we haven't heard in a while?
Go.
Hulk.
Oh no, he's done. He's got to be done.
I don't know, man. He's playing in the Chinese league, right?
I would take Alexis Sanchez over Hulk.
Or Pato again.
Oh, Pato again. Yeah. Or Guignac también.
Or Guignac.
Fuck. Otro. Viejito.
That's French, though. Nice.
All right, next question.
We're all daydreaming over here. Not going to be right at all. All right. Last question. To live and die in LA. Will we face Chivas USA in the playoffs at the Stank? And with a stank. Oh, sorry. And with the stink of the nasty ass pee chick she got in
I don't think so.
Nah, dude, that stink is there forever.
That's perma stink right there.
Oh, somebody
Is there
said
maybe
Balotelli. Oh shit.
Balotelli?
I'd do it. I'd do it in a heartbeat. Hell yeah. Just oh man. That'd be too awesome. Let's just see the shit he pulls over here.
Damn, Balotelli.
No, absolutely not. Not gonna happen.
Oh my god. So no, that stink is forever.
Yep. PP pads and all.
What kid pooping beauty? What'd you say, Brian?
I forgot something about poop.
Brian, you know you can turn your camera off, right?
Turn my camera off.
I said, yeah, I know it's kind of an awkward angle. Anyways, so that pretty much does it for the questions. Thank you everyone for sending in your questions. I know we put it up last minute. You guys got anything else?
I gotta sign off. Peace out, guys. I got 1% on my phone, so.
Well, that's Spenny. Find
All
him,
right,
man. Mr. Smiley McGee. Now the show starts. You guys got anything else?
Nah, I think we pretty much covered it. The game, a reminder to everybody, the game's gonna be at 3:30 on Sunday.
Yep.
It's gonna be an early game, so
we
make
should
sure
be.
that. I'm not sure if there's gonna be any viewing parties. If we do end up getting some, we'll retweet them, we'll repost them, and yeah, do that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we should be posting them when any come out. We should be having a show on Sunday because we're not going to drink. Well, hopefully not. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you everyone for watching on this Wednesday night. We've been on for a minute, but when it comes to this stupid team, kind of have to because the jokes never end. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yep.
The gift that keeps on giving. So my name is Eddie. You can find me on Instagram as Eddie Nags altogether, and Eddie _ Nags and on Instagram, and on Twitter, Eddie Nags altogether.
For me, Bryant, you'll be able to find me on Instagram and Twitter at Bryant Nags. And make sure you guys give us a like on the video. It will help us out a lot. You guys are the fucking shit.
Yeah, and I'm Chewy over here. You guys can find me on Twitter and on Instagram as TravisJA. Pretty easy, pretty simple to find. Guys, if you haven't heard it or watched it, make sure you go check out the video for the Megapod. It is pretty awesome. It is about 3 hours long, so if you guys are doing a long drive or, play pause, just go ahead and watch it throughout your day. You're going to have fun. It's pretty cool. Definitely is a watch.
Or under some kind of influence because it's funny.
Yeah, we were pretty drunk.
Well, let's hope we can do that again. Again, thank you everyone for watching, and we will be back on Sunday. My name is Eddie, and as always, Chewy is here with you, and Bryant. This has been the Midweek Show. We out of here.
Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.